Hey y'all, Calliebear here. Today we're going to put together my SubSecond gun belt. Video sponsored by SubSecond. Thank you, Jeff. We have our SubSecond drop mount that we're going to be installing. Safariland for 34, a dump pouch, 3 pistol Whiskey 7 mag pouches, and 2 Whiskey 7 AR pouches for 223, QLS, and the inner belt. That's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to put on this one. Before you get started, you should size your belt first. This one's a little small, but this one is for some of my other clients that I have. So I'm going to set this belt up for them. I'm going to put the inner belt on first. Actually, I think before I get too far into this video, I'm going to cover what I have on my belt first. Gen 1 operator gun belt. I freaking love this thing. It's very comfortable. I run this is the beta version of the inner outer belt, and it's very sticky. The threading is still holding up. The threading hasn't actually torn apart on any of it. I run a True North. There's a G code attachment on the back for my holster. So that's what I run for my holster attachment. I'll be running the Safariland QLS on that one. Spirit Systems. This is just a general pouch, but I have some med kit stuff in here. Tourniquet, gunshot wounds, packing, and some extra batteries. Dump pouch that I got from War Dogs up in North Carolina. Also got that pouch from up there. And then these are my G code mag pouches. Big fan of the G code pouches. However, they are heavy. They're very heavy. This belt, like when it's fully loaded, it's surprisingly heavy. I want to say it's close to like 35 pounds. So the belt that I'm going to be building is significantly lighter than this one. A lot of that weight is going to disappear because this is fabric and leather, and this is plastic. And this plastic is just fucking heavy. So anyways, that's pretty much it. This belt went through the Florida State Guard training. It did just fine. I fast roped with these mag pouches and I didn't lose anything. Not saying that you wouldn't, because there's no way to secure these to the actual pouch, but it is pretty sticky. So I don't know, it worked for me, did just fine. All right, back to it. So got my inner belt on here, and I am gonna size this belt. So I know for me, this belt's gonna be a little bit small. I'm a 32 and this is a 30. So I'm gonna set this up for my clients. This will get taken in just a little bit, so that's the case, and that's probably gonna sit like here. I'm gonna put that there. Before you put anything on your belt, with these Whiskey 7 pouches, you have to put these on because you can't take this buckle off and you can't get these to slide on over the buckle. I have tried. So I'm just gonna make this. I wonder if they'll slide over this one. I did not check that actually. Let's see. Does it work? Ah. Do this the correct way. I'm just gonna take the buckle off because I have quite a few of these to do. Jeff, I forgot that your brother signed this belt. Okay. This way is up. AR pouches first. No, pistol pouches first. sticky. There we go. That's tight. All right. First one. Put it in there. You also get a little bit of workout when you build gun stuff. Just a little bit. Design. Being honest. Just trying to make sure that these can sit as close together as possible because I gotta fit a lot of them on there. That's unloaded. I don't keep one in the chamber for that gun because I don't trust it. But in the state of Florida, I have castle doctored, so you know if I'm gonna use a firearm that's gonna be potentially detained, you can take that one. Your gun will get collected as evidence depending on law enforcement in your area. magazines in there to kind of fill out the pouches, make sure that they're sitting right. These things are kind of really jammed in with each other. That should be okay. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Then we're gonna put our dump pouch like right here. And our holster will go probably right here. And we'll be good to go. Kind of one of those things, like putting a gun belt together can be really annoying sometimes because dealing with Molly, like, it fucks with your fingers a little bit. I'm actually gonna put the dump pouch on last in a different video just because these are annoying to deal with. And it's just gonna waste time, but that's gonna sit like right here on the back. So for the SubSecond drop holster, I went ahead and separated the parts from the holster, and I'm going to feed them in. You can't run it behind this webbing here. I mean, you probably could. You like bent the webbing back out of the way and then screwed it in, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to bend the holster back, poke her through. Once you get it over your webbing, bend your holster back again. Go to your home. Uno. Dosis. This is gonna be a long video. That's all right. You guys get to just sit here and watch me sweat for a second. Bend your holster back a little bit because this is curved. And then I'm going to, I've got my red Loctite here already with my little screws. I'm just going to get everything started and then I'll go back in and I believe Jeff said add some oomph to it. Son of a biscuit. Little umph. One more umph. One last umph. Okay. Snug as a bug in a rug. All right, now we're gonna put the QLS on. This out of the way. Go there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put my inner belt. So, put my inner belt back on. Put this buckle back on, so I don't need to do any more feeding. I forgot how much of a bitch this would be. That. Put my little keeper back on. It's got my logo on it. All right, making progress. Dang. Red, look at that, can't. That needs to sit. I'm gonna undo this can't, but I can use these two bottom. First, I'm gonna straighten the cant on this a little bit. Please don't be red on there. Yes. How many times am I gonna drop something in this video? Okie dokie. So I will be using the very bottom part of this slot in this bottom hole right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it on there, and then I will put it on my body and figure out if the cant's correct or not, or if I could just, you know, move it back and forth a little bit to correct that. I'm also going to be using the 2 outside holes for the holster. Shims in there first. I don't know if these are not called shims. These are called, I don't know what the fuck, these are backers. Somebody correct me in the comments, what the frick are these little pieces called? Bring out the red. Well, I'm not gonna lock it just yet. Let's get it on there first. And then I lied, I'm using the middle hole in the center. How hard is it to screw in a screw? Should not be this difficult. Dude. Get it together. I think that screw might actually be too long, actually. Let's just see. Shorter screw. These just don't look very long. That's what she said. For once, I need a shorter one. All jokes. Okay. For real on the struggle bus with these screws today. Fudge. Okay. Piece of candy. Okay, one more. loose because I haven't tightened anything down on purpose. Because I want to put it on first and then make sure the cant's right before I start doing any of that. Now that I know where everything belongs, I'm going to tighten this one down just a little bit, and I'm going to go back and red Loctite each screw. I'm just tightening this bottom one down so it doesn't move around when I tighten the other ones down. That's super weird that holster doesn't is having issues with that X300. I have a Gen 3 34 with an X300 on it, and this holster is for a 34 with an X300 flashlight. It says it right there. Most of my clients don't have flashlights, so it's not gonna matter. It'll be fine for them. What was I doing? Tightening shit down. All right. A little more red Loctite. Back on the struggle bus. Gotta get it in the fucking hole. Oh my god. I don't remember this thing being in the way the first time I did this. There we go. Almost done. Oops. Fingernails work. that dump pouch on later because I don't feel like doing it right now. Oh, this is too small for me. It's okay, it's not for me. So that will sit. Oh, make it fit right. Do it right. I love that Andrew signed this. I forgot. It's a little better. Okay. Lock her in. This will be pretty good. Minus the flashlight. I'm a real big fan of these nub mods. I had someone recommend a nub mod for me when I first started. Actually, I want to think it was Rhett. Rhett Sims over at GSS Gear here in Fort Walton Beach, who I also got this holster from. Thank you, Rhett. I'm pretty sure it was one of them. The very first time I met Rhett and Cassie gave me a pair of socks, and we were best friends forever. So they're great people. All right, y'all, that's it. That's the belt. That's me on the struggle bus putting it together. It's done. It's together, minus the dump pouch, which is not a critical piece of gear. I need mag pouches and a holster for my clients. So at least the ones that want to run it. So this is set up. Thank you, Jeff at SubSecond. I'm actually pretty excited to run this a little bit myself and test out the drop mount holster attachment. Oh, that's actually inside of the QLS. Interesting. The more you know. Anyways, well, that's it, y'all. That is putting together the gun belt. Remember, you want your gun belt around your hips, not your waist. Be comfortable, set yourself up for success. If you are too big, if you have like, too much fat on your body, really, getting a gun belt to fit on your body is at the bottom of your priorities. You've got to get yourself healthy first before you can start doing stuff like wearing a gun belt. Get the equipment and do all that stuff. Got the money to spend on it, do it. I'm all for it. But get some physical fitness in the way or on your schedule, because if you can't wear your gear correctly, you're going to be fucking with your gear, and that's not going to end well. All right, y'all, that's it. I'm done ranting. Gun belt.